So students, now we shall discuss the second story of the chapter 3rd, two stories about flying. The second story name is The Black Aeroplane, and the protagonist of this story are the narrator. Narrator is a pilot who is flying in his old Dakota aeroplane from France to England. The second protagonist is the unknown friend, another pilot who was flying in black aeroplane in the store. The third one, the woman, works in control center. The story starts with a trip to England. The narrator is flying in his old Dakota aeroplane from France to England. It was night time. It was night time, and he was excited to meet his family members and have the English breakfast in the morning. When he reached 150 kilometers away from Paris, he met with the storm. There were huge black clouds, and it was impossible to him to fly over them. He also did not have enough fuel to return Paris. So he decided to take a calculative risk. He entered the storm. When he entered, all of a sudden, his compass as well as other instruments were dead. He was lost in the storm, and his aeroplane was twisting. Suddenly, he saw a black aeroplane which did not have any kind of wing, any kind of light on its wings. And another pilot signaled him to follow. The narrator followed him like an obedient child, and soon he safely landed. After that, he went to control center, and there he met the woman. He asked him about another pilot in order to thank him for saving his life. But the woman saw him with great surprise and told him it was only he who was flying that night. Now the question arises, who held the narrator if radar could not catch any other flying object? Actually, it was the narrator himself. He was a well-experienced pilot, and he took a well-calculative risk. So, because of that, he came out from the cloud. This story teaches us no risk, no gain. The pilot, the narrator, took risk, so he came out successfully from the storm. So, if we take a well-planned, well-calculated risk, we certainly obtain many things in our life. Now, we will discuss about the Cbse questions which are frequently asked. The first question is, what were the feelings of narrator while flying back to England? So, as I have already discussed it. He was so excited to meet his family members and to have the English breakfast. What risk the narrator took? When narrator reached 150 kilometers away from Paris, he met the store. He entered in it. He entered the store, and it was a kind of risk, but it was a very calculated risk. When he entered the store, his compass as well as other instruments were dead. He was lost in the store, and there was also chances of his death. But because the narrator was a well-experienced person, he came out from the store successfully. The third one is, why did the narrator follow the pilot of another aeroplane? He followed the pilot of another aeroplane because his instruments were dead. He was lost into the store, and it was only the another pilot which brought a kind of hope for him. So he followed him like an obedient child, and he successfully landed. The fourth one, what was the greatest surprise? The greatest surprise for the narrator was that he was informed by the woman of the control center that that night it was he only who was flying in the sky. Except him, nobody else was in the sky. So it was a kind of surprise for him, because the narrator had convinced himself that he was helped by the pilot of the black aeroplane, but he was unable to meet him. Friends, these are the questions, and I have covered both the stories. Hope you have understood this chapter very well. If you have understood it, please subscribe my channel, like it, and give me, now the target of like is more than 500. So please like my channel, my video, and share it with your friends. Thank you.